Hello there and welcome to my channel Novice Modelling and the Midlife Crisis. My name's Andy and I'm just going to do you a quick what's in the box kit review on my ZVEZDA M-72 Soviet motorcycle with 82mm mortar and 2 figures. Now I've tried to actually avoid, I hate saying this, I've tried to avoid buying stuff from ZVEZDA because obviously reasons, you know. But at the end of the day, what I want to do is I want to actually build a motorcycle from all of the main warring parties of the Second World War at some point. And the only Russian motorcycle I can find anywhere is one made by ZVEZDA. So here we go. Now, I've never actually, obviously, I don't own any of the ZVEZDA kits at the moment. So this is the first time I'm going to have a look at one. So it's kind of interesting to see what they're like, as far as I'm concerned. So here we go, it's a little kit. I'm going to have a look at how good or bad it is. Now, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, on first look at this, it actually looks really good, which I'm kind of not surprised because I've only actually really only ever heard reasonably good things about ZVEZDA. Being a novice, you know, when you hear something good, you kind of take it at face value. There doesn't really appear to be that much wrong with this. I mean, you can actually see some flash here. I mean, that's going to be a little bit interesting to get rid of. But I mean, most kits come with a bit of flash, so you know, you can't really complain at that. So let's just run through the sprues and see which parts and bits and bobs we can identify. Obviously, the first parts and the most obvious bits are these wheels here. I was kind of dumbstruck at first when I looked at this because I was like, how come there's 4 wheels? Obviously, it's got a sidecar, and the sidecar has 2 wheels, so there's your reason. The wheels look quite nicely detailed. We've got a nice bit of tread on. Obviously, we need to glue these together when we come to build it. We've got 2 seat pads here. We've got a single part of the frame on this side and a single part of the frame on this side. So obviously, we need to glue those together. I'm kind of looking at this, and this doesn't have a piece between here and here, and I'm kind of hoping that hasn't broken off. But I don't really see anything in the box, so I don't really know. So, well, anyway, I'm sure we'll find out, or we can kind of fix it when we come to it. Yeah. So we've got the 2 suspension struts. We've got what looks like parts of the engine, and here obviously is our fuel tank. We have a fender here. These look like they're maybe sort of gear levers or something. And we've got a variety of other sort of unidentifiable sort of mechanical parts. I mean, as you can see, looking at the thing there, it looks pretty good, to be honest with you. I ain't got no problems with it. Moving on to the next sprue, we have got more mechanical problems and more mechanical parts that I can't really tell you what they are. This appears to be the bottom frame for the sidecar. And we've got more fenders here. We've got the handlebars, more parts of the engine. Possibly the exhaust. I think that, yeah, that's the exhaust. You can see there, that's the exhaust system, twin exhaust either side. So that's basically where we're at with the actual motorcycle itself. I mean, it looks the molding of it looks really good. You know, apart from the bits of flash and possibly that bit that's broken, I can't really complain about it. So then we move on to this part with this sprue, which is basically our 2 figures. This is our mortar. We've got a couple of personal items like this rifle, and this is the body of the sidecar. Now, I didn't actually realise this when I bought it, but it's like, I mean, obviously it's 2 guys, a motorbike and a sidecar and a mortar. And I kind of figured, the guy sits in the sidecar, but no, the 2 guys sit on the motorbike and the mortar goes in the sidecar. So, I mean, this kit to me just gets more interesting and more interesting. As far as quality of moulding on the figures, they look fine. You know, I mean, I'm no expert in these things. Please do give us your judgments. I mean, the pockets and lapels and the buttons here do look a little bit sort of nondescript, but we've got sort of creases and whatnot in the trousers. We've got creases on the boots. All the mechanicals look really good. The figures maybe do let it down a little bit, maybe. I'll leave that open to your own interpretation. We've got these 3 packets here. These are actually appear to be cases of mortar shells, which you can see in this little bit here. And I mean, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, if you want a motorbike, you've got to go to where the motorbikes are. So, I mean, you can get plenty of German motorbikes from sort of Tamiya and Italeri, but when you kind of start hunting around for motorbikes from the other nations, you kind of struggle a little bit. Now, I'll go back to that in a minute. We've got the instructions here. I mean, it's a pretty basic set of instructions. Everything looks, yeah, so there we go. So that part of that frame there, that's fine. That's supposed to have a big gap in it, so it's not broken. I'm kind of relieved with that. I mean, it all looks pretty well sort of designed. It's all looks pretty easy to follow. Obviously, motorcycles being a little bit sort of small and having lots of small bits can be a bit fiddly, but these look pretty reasonable. They're not in Russian anyway, which is kind of a good thing because I don't speak it. We've got the figures going together here. And now we've got the finished article. Right. I'm happy with that. Obviously this came from a haul that I did recently. I'll put a link in the box to that particular haul. I'll also put a link in the box for my other 135 kit reviews. And I'll also put a link in the box for my review of this absolutely awesome kit, which I reviewed a couple of months ago. The Thunder Models US Military Motorcycle 741B Indian. I like this. And this is the 2 kits edition, so you actually get 2 motorbikes in this one. I think that was about 20 something pound. Basically, like I said, I'm trying to collect motorbikes because I don't really like motorbikes, but I think they're kind of interesting. And I bought another one to add to the collection yesterday, as we can see via my eBay. And it's a Pit Road Type 97 Japanese motorcycle. And yeah, I've paid through the nose for this thing because it's 30 flaming quid. And it's coming all the way from bleeding Japan. And the estimated delivery is the 27th of August to the 10th of September. Yeah, I'm guessing it's gone the slow boat from Japan. And kind of looking out for some British motorcycles and some Italian motorcycles. So if you guys have got any hints on where I can find a nice kit for not 30 quid for one of those, I'm all ears. So thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and be seeing you.